We know what Caitlin Clark is capable of doing. My thing with Stephanie White is her allowing Caitlin Clark to be Caitlin Clark
with one another. So Deevy's been tremendous, and obviously, not only as a leader, she's a tremendous basketball player too. She's won championships. She knows what it is. So
ESPN just dropped a bombshell about Caitlin Clark that has everyone talking. They're saying her off-season transformation could make the Indiana Fever serious contenders in 2025. But is this just more hype? I've watched every clip of Clark this preseason, and what ESPN is saying actually might be true this time. She's not just shooting better, her entire game has evolved in ways that even her biggest critics didn't see coming. Let me show you exactly what ESPN revealed and why it's got basketball fans losing their minds. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. When ESPN reporters got their first look at Caitlin Clark this preseason, they almost did a double take. The transformation was so dramatic that a photo of Clark went viral almost instantly.
Hello, Christine, but that was really a huge focus for Caitlin Clark this offseason, was getting stronger. And she actually said that she could feel the difference already.
You know how rookies sometimes look like they're still playing college ball when they first enter the league? That was definitely Clark last season, getting pushed around by the physical veterans of the WNBA. Remember all those critics saying she wasn't built for the pro game? That she'd get eaten alive by the physical demands of a full WNBA schedule? Well, those comments clearly lit a fire under Clark. She spent her entire offseason hitting the weight room with a vengeance, and the results are impossible to ignore. Alexa Philippou, reporting live from Indianapolis, couldn't stop talking about Clark's physical metamorphosis.
Now live from Indy, Alexa, we just heard from Caitlin Clark. We saw the picture earlier this offseason. She was absolutely jacked. What can you tell us about her offseason?
The rookie, who sometimes looked overwhelmed by stronger defenders, has been replaced by an athlete who looks ready to dish out some punishment of her own this season. What's really impressive is how strategic this whole transformation was. Clark didn't just randomly start lifting weights. She partnered with head athletic performance coach Sarah Kessler to create a specialized program targeting her specific weaknesses. The emphasis wasn't just on getting stronger, it was about building the right kind of basketball strength. Clark herself admitted she could feel the difference already through these first 2 days of training camp. That's music to the ears of Fever fans who watched their star struggle at times with the physical nature of the pro game last year. ESPN analysts have been breaking down exactly how this newfound strength translates to on-court improvement. They're showing side-by-side clips of Clark creating separation from defenders, something she struggled with consistently as a rookie. Her core strength has dramatically improved her ability to absorb contact while maintaining her shooting form. What's really got the basketball world buzzing is how Clark's defensive capabilities have leveled up. The improved lateral quickness is immediately noticeable, allowing her to stay in front of quicker guards. Her balance through contact is night and day different from what we saw last season. The network recently aired a segment comparing Clark's movement patterns from her rookie year to now, and the difference is stunning. The hesitation is gone, replaced by explosive first steps and confident changes of direction. This isn't just about looking stronger in photos. It's about functional basketball strength that translates directly to performance. That improved strength is turning heads, but ESPN analysts just revealed something nobody expected from Clark's offseason transformation. Remember those awkward moments last season when Clark looked caught between playing her natural game and fitting into Coach White's system? That hesitation is disappearing faster than tickets to a Fever home game. Behind the scenes, Clark's been grinding with player development coach Keith Porter on a completely different aspect of her game.
Still working on her game too. She was working with player development coach Keith Porter on all sorts of things, from her mid-range game to her floaters.
While everyone's been fixated on her physical transformation, she's quietly been developing a deadly mid-range game and floater package. ESPN broke down film showing her creating shots in tight spaces that simply weren't in her arsenal last season.
She literally does embody the how you do anything is how you do everything, whether it's a ball handling drill or a shooting drill.
This isn't just about adding new moves, It's about giving Clark options when defenses collapse on her signature deep threes. You know what's even more impressive? Coach Stephanie White is completely rethinking how to utilize Clark's talents. ESPN compared White's evolving approach to the Christie SC situation, suggesting White finally understands the key to maximizing Clark's impact isn't forcing her into a traditional point guard role, but letting Caitlin be Caitlin.
We know what Caitlin Clark is capable of doing. My thing with Stephanie White is her allowing Caitlin Clark to be Caitlin Clark.
The footage shows White giving Clark more freedom to play instinctively while still operating within the team concept. The missing piece? Dana Bonner's veteran leadership. Clark herself admitted, DB has been tremendous, like she's such a selfless leader.
Yeah, I mean, DB has been tremendous. Like, she's such a selfless leader. Like, she's here to win. She says that, but she really means it.
That championship experience is already showing up in practice footage ESPN shared, where Bonner pulls Clark aside after drills to offer perspective only a champion could provide. There's a moment where Clark botches a defensive rotation, and instead of just correcting her, Bonner demonstrates exactly how to position herself against specific opponents. "I want to win for her," Clark said about Bonner, and that relationship might be transforming the entire team culture.
Everybody knows we have so much talent, but at the same time, like, you got to put that together. It's not going to be like, all right, you have all these great players, you step out on the court, it's going to work. Like, it's going to take a little bit of time.
Coach White emphasized how valuable these championship-winning players are. They've lived it. They'll be great resources for understanding what it takes on a daily basis, on a play-to-play basis, and in film study. The combination of Clark's expanded offensive arsenal and Bonner's mentorship has ESPN making a statement nobody saw coming. The Indiana Fever could legitimately contend for a title this season, not next year or down the road, right now.
With one another, so DB's been tremendous, and obviously, you know, not only as a leader, she's a tremendous basketball player too. She's won championships. She knows what it is. So
that's a massive leap from last season's expectations, but the practice footage and skill development have ESPN analysts completely reevaluating their projections. So what ESPN is really showing us here is a redemption story that's just getting started. They're not just throwing random praise at Clark, they're watching this transformation unfold in real time. What's fascinating is how they've positioned her journey, from a rookie finding her footing to potentially leading a championship contender. With Dana Bonner bringing that championship mindset to the team, ESPN sees the perfect storm brewing in Indiana. The narrative isn't about individual achievements anymore. It's about team chemistry, leadership, and collective success. Clark isn't just improving as a player, she's becoming the centerpiece of something potentially special. ESPN recognized it first, and now we're all witnessing it unfold.